Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Book Lowdown. I'm Wellington, bringing you guys my pull week video for this week's books and one book from last week. How many books are these? I think there's six to review. Yeah, 6 books to review, and as usual, I'll be reviewing them from least liked to pick of the week, except today my one back issue is going to be the first book that I review, so that is in its own category since it's not technically from this week, but so keep that in mind. And also you can fast forward to whichever review that you would like by going into the description box. Timestamps are below, and just go to the reviews that you'll like and check them out. So, that being said, the first book, the back issue, and the honorable mention is Daredevil, issue number 36, which I will go as far as to say it is my pick of the week for this week and would have been for last week, because it was better than all the books last week that in the week that it came out, and it was better than the books that I read this week. And the books that I read last week and this week were all extremely strong. So this book absolutely killed it. It was a great close to a long chapter in Daredevil's history. In fact, starting an entirely new history for Daredevil, seeing as how he's going technically back to San Francisco, but he's going to San Francisco for what we can expect to be a long time. Just the courtroom drama in this book, the dialogue that they do in this, and I guess I'll do some spoilers in here. I guess I'll just do spoilers for this book. Starts out with Matt going over the plan with Foggy, and that is a great scene in itself. And I love just the shading for everything, because it's in this dark hospital room and they both know the consequences of their actions, and you know, it's tough for them, but they know that this is what's gonna happen. Especially Foggy. Foggy's the one who has Matt, but he has Matt do what he does, and what Matt does is announce to a courtroom that he's Daredevil for good, for sure. Like, puts it out there, and then not only that, he takes away what edge, or he takes away the oh my gosh. He takes away the kind of lead that Ogilvy, the person that's blackmailing Matt, has over him. He takes that away because Ogilvy, if you don't remember from the last issue, had threatened Matt if he doesn't defend his son for murder, then he'll put out that Matt Murdock is Daredevil. And so instead of that happening, instead of him defending somebody he knows is guilty, he just tells everybody he's Daredevil himself, and takes away all of the plans that Ogilvy had. And then in desperation, he sends a team of serpents to actually try to kill him in the courtroom filled with reporters and attorneys. So, very desperate move, and it fails. The serpents are definitely eradicated from the justice system. I wouldn't say they're all done, but in the justice system, like judges and the lawyers and all that kind of stuff, they're out. And but as a result of that, the court has no choice but to disbar Matt and Foggy from practicing law in New York. So that's pretty sad to see that happen, but they knew that's what was at stake, and that is why they're going to California to practice law over there, because they have practiced there before. This book, there's I think I read that there's going to be 4 Infinite comic issues on of course online, just tracking their journey to San Francisco and stuff, and I'm probably gonna get those. Like, I'm not one to. Yeah, I'm just gonna get them. I try to stay away from like just these like mini series things, especially online now, and nope, I'll probably just get it because I want everything to do with Daredevil right now. But anyways, that was kind of my long review of Daredevil 36 because it's great closure for this series. I know a lot of people are gonna stop reading it because it's being upped in price, and for those people that are gonna stop reading it, it was great closure for this book, and I'm very excited to keep on reading the new adventures of Daredevil. So anyways, moving on, we'll start with the books that I got for this week. And we'll go ahead and start off with Thunderbolts issue number 22. It's kind of sad to see that this book is still being reviewed first. I'd like it to be, later in my reviews, but the other books were very good this week. So, and this book was very good as well. So, there's no problem with that. But I just like the way things pan out in this book. We got the leader had made a contract with Mephisto to stake out this plan to kind of dethrone somebody from Hell's throne for Mephisto to take it over again, because just this whole big deal. That's why Ghost Rider's there and all this kind of stuff. And if they dethrone the person that's there, then Mephisto will bring mercy to Hell. Not himself, but like, the character Mercy, so she can stop terrorizing Earth and trying to kill the Thunderbolts. And so there's just a bunch of action and stuff, and there's funny stuff with Deadpool and things like that. Definitely just this is a fun book now. The art in it is really good. Like I dig the art, and there's just a lot of action, a lot of cool stuff. There's one scene where Punisher gets his hand pretty much demolished by Mercy. Like, his entire hand is pretty much like squeezed into like powder. It's so messed up. And it's just a really simple arc. This was. It was just that's the best way I can explain it. Entertaining, but a simple arc. Really just a way of introducing Ghost Rider into the Thunderbolts team, because he's going to be there for good now, at least for a while, I should say. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Next book we have Deadly Class issue number 2, and these books are really thick. The first issue is thick, and the second issue is thick, and that's because Remender had packed 3 issues worth into 2 books. So that was a really cool thing that they did there. This issue gives us a little bit. It gives us some backstory at the start to kind of show, future nemesis of Marcus that we'll be seeing, and the dude is sick. The dude is a sick bastard. Like, this book is definitely not for the kiddies. and things like that. I'm guessing that Marcus's kind of nemesis on the outside, this guy that wants to actually kill Marcus, is some kind of animal rapist, because he's really just like turned on by animals, and it's really gross actually. And so we get a little bit of that backstory, like one page of that, and then we go right into the school, and we see kind of how the school functions and its cliques and all these kind of things. A lot of world build up, and we get to see a little bit more of the way Marcus operates and his personality and the way he fits at the school, and all this kind of stuff. And it's really cool to see all that building up, and by the end of this, we get some foreshadow into events to come, and that's really all I can say without getting into too much detail, and just kind of you would have to read it to get the whole idea. I don't want to spoil anything, and I also don't want to confuse anybody. But Deadly Clash issue number 2 was really good. I'm liking the way this is looking that it's gonna be. The next book, staying on our Image kick, is Black Science issue number 4. This book was it picked up right from where the last book left off with Ward, who is the bodyguard for this team of scientists that went out, and you have Kadir, that the boss of everything, and he's really a jerk, and we have Sean, who is just kind of the boy genius of the group, and they are looking for some healer shaman to bring back, to really kidnap and bring back to their camp to save Grant, because Grant had been stabbed like 2 issues ago or something like that. And for the past 2 issues, there's just been this big battle between the 3 guys, Ward, Kadir, and Sean, and just the tribe that they're stealing this, or that they're kidnapping this shaman from. And it gets really intense, and the climax of the fight is in this book, and the end of the fight as well. And it's really sad to see what happens, and it makes you hate characters that you already disliked. And this book is definitely foreshadowing a lot of tension, a lot of I'm going to be speculating as to what is happening in this book, but now we got just kind of this one thing that I'm trying to say all this stuff without spoiling anything, because I know this is something that a lot of people are reading, at least I think it is. But by the end of this, we got something that is totally not what I was expecting, and it's gonna make for a really cool story that can happen. It seems like the best way I can put it without really spoiling too much, it seems like this team of anarchist scientists are being followed by some kind of bounty hunter. So that's pretty cool. Black Science issue number 4 was really cool book. I'm really enjoying that book. It's getting better all the time, and awesome. Next book, going back to Marvel, we got Superior Spider-Man issue number 28 with one of the coolest covers of this week. This was just a whole lot of action, and Peter Parker getting a whole lot of realizations about what is going on in his world. Really, Dr. Octopus, Peter Parker. In this book, we got we start off with Spider Island being pretty much razed to the ground, just being demolished by the Goblin Nation, and a lot of the Spider henchmen, if not all, were killed in this. So it's just Spider-Man now, and he escapes, and he's still holding on to this idea that he's, he can fix everything, and there's not much of a problem that he can't fix, and it's not showing. He's definitely having big issues with everything, and everything's cracking under him very fast, and everybody knows, all the goblins know that he is Otto Octavius. So that's also not working for him, because everybody has an edge over him, and now obviously they're gonna go after everybody that will bring him out, expose himself after he escapes from Spider Island. So of course they try to kidnap Mary Jane, Aunt May, and J. Jameson and J. Jonah Jameson, and Anna Maria, and people like that. What's cool that happens in here is that Mary Jane has obviously been through all this stuff before, and she's very prepared, and it's cool to see her fight back and kind of do what she does in this book, which is, I won't tell you what it is, but it's really fun to see that happen. And again, there's just a lot of stuff happening in this book. It's very movie-like. We jump from different things all the time, and a lot of stuff is happening, but it's not convoluted. It's easy to follow, and this is making out for a really good book now. This arc is awesome. That's all I can really say without spoiling anything too much. Yeah, I can't tell you anything about what happens at the end, but what happens at the end is really bad news for the Superior Spider-Man. And then finally, my pick of the week for this week's books, and that was Deadpool issue number 24. This is kind of the answer for a lot of people that have been questioning the Deadpool book as to, what happened to all the stuff with North Korea. We had that really crazy arc where it was very serious and things like that, and then all of a sudden we're getting jokey stuff again. Well, for the past couple issues, we've been addressing it a little bit more, and now we're full on addressing a lot of things. And this book, the dialogue in this book is amazing. There's some humor and comedy in it, but for the most part, it's it's very serious as to its subject matter, and this book is dealing with the transfer of Preston into a robot body and out of Deadpool's head, and Deadpool is struggling with the fact that he's going to be alone, and a part of his body doesn't really want Preston to leave. So while they're doing the transfer, we get scenes from inside his mind, and then Doctor Strange also goes into his mind. We also have Michael and Benjamin Franklin's ghost back, and they go into Deadpool's mind because there was a disturbance, and they had to go help with what was happening, and really a bunch of Deadpool incarnations in Deadpool's mind all tried to attack and make Agent Preston not be able to leave, and they had to stop that from happening. And then we're just getting a lot of foreshadow into what's going to be happening in the future. Deadpool is going to be a very serious subject matter story. It will have its quips and its jokes and things like that, but a lot of the subject matter is going to be very serious. And I can't wait. This book is great, and eat a grape. No, God, I'm so lame. But this book was awesome. Check it out, guys. New story arc should be starting next issue, And that's it for my reviews. Got nothing else to say. So I'm Wellington signing off of Comic Book Lowdown. I'll see you guys next time.